quickest path to financial freedom is simpler than you think. And here's the fastest way to financial freedom, and most people are missing it, okay? You start from where you are with what you got. That's what I did. I started from where I was with what I got. When I started, I had parked my first business. I was having my second baby. Didn't know where the money was coming in. It was a decision that wealth and financial freedom gets to be a priority in my life. So you always start from where you are with what you got. Okay? Most people are missing this and they wait, but I'll talk more to that. So chasing more is not the route to freedom. Simplifying is. More money comes in and you direct it. Wealthy people direct their money, okay? And you ask yourself this question. You don't wait till I have the money and then I'll go ask myself this question. You ask yourself this question now. What is a wealthy life to me? And you want to be making your decisions around your money in alignment with what is a wealthy life to you, okay? Because you get to experience that now, okay? Our lived life is the most important, because who knows what's around the corner tomorrow? Will we have our health? Will we be able to do the things we want to do? So why wouldn't we prioritize that now? And it's all about, the key secret to money is, who am I being with the money, right? How am I showing up currently with my money? Because that's either leading you towards your freedom or it's leading you away from the freedom, okay? So if you're ready for financial freedom, here's the fastest way to get there. I'm going to share that with you now. Financial freedom doesn't come from making more. Typically, when you make more, there's more bills involved for people, because people like in your business, you're adding team, you're adding this and that, and it ends up just being a busy hustle, okay? So freedom doesn't come from making more. It comes from knowing what to do with the money you already have. Now, don't get me wrong, you go bring in an income, you bring in cash flow, you bring in revenue, all the things, that's for sure, right? Because you gotta have money to move, right? But people are so fixated on the making that they put this on the back burner. And you know now not to do that, okay? So most 6-figure, 7-figure women, they're stuck on the income hamster wheel, thinking when I make more, then I'll be free. Doesn't work that way. You get to be free now. But the truth is, if you don't know how to build wealth now, you're not going to know when more money, it won't change anything, because so much of creating wealth is about your thinking about you and money and your behavior with you and money. So much of wealth creation is how you manage the money you already have, okay? So income and freedom, right? You can make 6-7 figures and still be broke, by the way. Income gives you potential, but freedom comes from how you use the money. Freedom comes from how you use the money. Freedom comes from how to use the money, okay? Remember this, okay? And, be intentional about it. Automate, be intentional investing. The fastest path to building wealth is your wealth system, where your money works for you on autopilot. So how you systemize, how you behave with the money is either supporting you to create the wealth and financial freedom, or it's holding you back. Investing isn't scary. It's made out to be. It's not complicated. It is, once you get your account opened, you pick your investment. It's simple, repeatable habit that you let that money build in the background so that it can provide for your life. When you know that number you need to be financially free, you know the timeline, you decide what your timeline is, when I want this money for. Then it's just reverse engineering. Well, what's the amount I got to put towards it? Once you open the account, once you pick the investment, once you make your first purchase, it is simply repeatable, and you put in the good structure. So when we're investing in a healthy way, we're doing it robustly, so that whatever goes on in the world, up, down, things like this, we are protected, okay? So like when tariffs are happening with Trump, when the war is happening in Ukraine, when something else is going in another part of the world. You want to have your investment robust so it protects you from all of this. Okay? Really, 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 really important. Wealth is built with habits, not hustle. That's why the income is not such a big deal as people make it out to be, or being in serious amounts of debt, because it's your habits with money. When the money comes in, right? If you think about your life, how much money has passed through your hands over the years, right? It's not the amount, it's what you consistently do with it on the back end, right? As a small decisions you make with money that allows your money to compound over time. You want your money bringing back friends and giving you more money, okay? You want your money doing the work, okay, instead of you, right? One client came to me earning well over 6 figure, but she had nothing to show for it. No emergency fund, no cash safety net. If she stopped hustling, the thing would go bust. Her future is not secure. This is what happens. So within weeks of setting up her first investment and shifting her money habits, she saw exactly how freedom starts by changing what she does with the money she already has. Another client got off the feast and famine roller coaster, automating her finance and watching her network grow. That's where your focus needs to be. How is my network growing? How is my network growing? Network, network, network. So most people are like income, income, income. No, smart people are like net worth, net worth, net worth. Where's my net worth, right? That's what you want to know. Okay? They think financial freedom is something you reach for later. Okay? Don't make this mistake. You don't wait on these things. After a certain income goal, right? That's where people go wrong, is they're waiting for later. After a certain income goal, then I'll focus on this area of my life. Or they delay because they think they're bad with money, or they have money blocks, or they have money resistance and I need to work through that. Bollocks. Or they believe it's too complicated. But every month you wait, you're losing time. And time is the most powerful wealth multiplier. Time, the rate of return, and the amount you put towards it. There are 3 influencing factors to your ability to hit that financial freedom number and create the wedge star. And by the way, the number is usually a lot less than people perceive it to be. You can be financially free on way less than what most people believe it is, because they just don't have a clue, because nobody's ever taught them this stuff. Nobody taught you in school. How would you know? Okay? I want to invite you. I have an incredible event coming up on the 28th of July. Wealth starts now. Join me. It's for 3 days and will change how you see money for forever. It is a 3-day wealth activation experience for female coaches who want to turn their income into freedom and build real wealth, because financially you absolutely can. Okay? I'm going to prove to you that financially you can have the life you want to live. Okay? Those who don't act on this will stay stuck in the cycle, make more, spend more, still not free. Okay? Notice if you're doing that already. You're making more, you're spending more, and you do not feel free. What's the point if you don't feel free in life, right? Another year will pass and nothing will have changed except the pressure to do more to get yourself out of the hole you've put yourself in. Okay? So wealth starts now. Your freedom isn't waiting for some future version of yourself. It starts with what you do next. It starts with the decision. You heard my story. I started when my business parked. I was on maternity leave, didn't know where money was coming from, and that's when I started. So drop me I'm in below this video and I will send you the link to join us. Let's build wealth now, because it's not just possible, it's yours. Okay? You just got to claim it, go for it, go make it happen. They told you freedom comes from the grind after your next income goal, after you prove yourself, after you finally think you have the self-worth to go create it, right? Screw that. You get to be free now, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So come join me on the Wealth Starts Now 3-day activation. Type I'm in below this video and I will share the details with you.